Hello everyone, my name is Mathew McKenna and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to another K-pop group. I've done a few videos on BTS and I'm really keen to dive into some different K-pop because so far BTS is pretty much the only experience I've had with K-pop, which has been interesting and fun. I've actually quite enjoyed a lot of the stuff I've listened to. And I actually have no clue what BLACKPINK are like, so I don't know if they're going to be like as big and as crazy. If they are, I'm kind of excited, but if they're more mellow, that's also exciting for me. The curiosity I'm feeling right now is overwhelming, so let's do it. But before we start, if you're new here, make sure you click subscribe and turn on notifications so you get notified anytime I upload a video. Now let's get on to listening to some BLACKPINK. So the first song we're going to listen to is called ddu-du, and it actually appears to be like a new song, like released a couple weeks ago. Cool, that's exciting. My first experience with them will be like how they are now. Keen. Okay, so it's only 4 of them. Already feels a little bit epic. Oh, I just also realized they're throwing pink powder. That's pretty cool. Oh, I just realized what they're going for because she's a queen and she's on a chessboard. She's like the queen on the chessboards. See what they're doing? So far, it's not quite as like hype as BTS, but I'm really digging it. Why is she standing in the rain with like a burning car behind? Oh, here you go. Oh, it's not too often you hear like slow drops like this these days. A lot of drops are like really big, really intense. I love that it feels like with this they're taking that ultra feminine feel but presenting it in like such a badass light. It's pretty cool. That's some cool symbolism there. They're all holding like phones as guns. Like people use them as a weapon these days or something. Just ready to groove. What you gonna do when I come through with that What you gonna do when I come through with that I'm honestly not really sure like what the lyrics are getting at. I'm trying to get a message out of them, but I can't. I don't know if I'm just missing something. Man, their dancing is so on point. When groups can sync up and dance so well like this, it just impresses me from the get-go. What an awesome frame to end it with, especially with the pink dust. That's pretty cool. All right, so as a first introduction to the band, that song, like, it was kind of cool, but also, like, Don't Hate Me, it was a tiny bit underwhelming. I think I liked it. It was just kind of, I guess, not really what I was expecting, but that's not their fault. But I did kind of expect a much bigger drop given the song name. That just isn't really the kind of stuff I'd listen to normally. Although I did sort of dig the chorus. I know I wouldn't complain if it came on or one of my friends wanted to listen to it, but I really wouldn't, like, actively put that on or anything. Let's see if this second song gives me a different vibe. It's called Boombayah. Oh, there you go. This already feels like it's going to be a bit more intense. I'm so hot, I need a fan. This is a bit more my style. I really like fast delivered lyrics. The aesthetic though, I also love it. Their outfits are like top notch. Alright, I'm ready for it. Hit me with the drop. Ooh, that's cool. This is definitely the kind of song that like, after a couple drinks in the night, I'm like dancing on tabletops to this. Just kidding, I'd never dance on tabletops. I am far too reserved. I mean, honestly, can you ever imagine me getting up on a tabletop and dancing? Especially with this routine, twerking up on the table. That's how I twerk. Is she like chilling in garbage? These visuals are so wild and confusing. What's going on? What are you doing that for? How do they dance in those clothes, man? I feel like some of those tight clothes must be so hard to move in, right? I actually enjoyed that one more so than the first one. I don't really know what it was. Maybe just right now I'm in the mood for something a bit more intense and blasting my ears away. That was just a bit more my style. Granted, it might have just been the visuals. But yeah, that one I might consider adding to my playlist. Okay, so this one is called As If It's Your Last. I love that like muffled fade in. I always feel like a song's gonna be good when it starts with that. Is that weird? Is that a weird thing to comment on? That is such an interesting shade of red hair. Okay, this is way more poppy. Interesting, because like the last couple of songs we've listened to haven't really had that like real poppy feel, but this one really does feel like it. It has a really catchy tune that's gonna stick in my head for sure, which will be a little bit annoying because I don't understand what they're saying and I can't say the actual lyrics. I'll just have the tune in my head. I think that's actually really cool because that turns what would normally be like a really traditional big drop into effectively a transition into the chorus, right? It doesn't have like necessarily a massive beat or anything behind it. It's just a way to bring the song into the chorus. It's funny because I found it a tiny bit lacking in the first one, but the second one, I actually got quite excited to hear that chorus, even though I knew it wasn't going to be like some big crazy drop. Wow, I didn't actually expect that song to finish so quickly. That took me off guard. So those of you who've watched my channel quite a bit probably won't be surprised by this, but that wasn't exactly my favorite out of the last three. I'd probably have to say that so far my favorite has been Boom Ba-Ya, although I can definitely see why that last one was popular, and I can acknowledge it's well constructed and well choreographed. It's just ultimately kind of not really my sound. So that leaves me super duper curious about how I'm gonna feel about the last song we're gonna listen to called Whistle. So here we go. I see Pringles. Wow, these are some really gorgeous visuals right now. I've actually been adoring the effort people have been putting into their music videos lately.
Make 'em whistle like a missile. Bomb, bomb. Every time I show up, blow up.
Oh no, I just realized this is gonna be another one of those songs where I just have the tune in my head. I'll be out there like making breakfast or something and I'll just be like whistling it for sure. I'm really liking the rap breakdowns they've been doing. Even though I can't understand a word of it, I can just appreciate good rap. Oh, I like the key of this. Man, I'm listening to the backing track of this and I'm realizing how minimalist it is. There's like a little bit of bass, the basic beat, and the whistle.
Hold up. Just whistle to my heart.
I mean, even just the verses are pretty basic with their music, and I don't mean that as a bad thing by any means. It's just really cool to see how much artists can do with so little. Like, it's quite a minimalist track, but it doesn't feel underwhelming or anything. It's just easy to listen to. I mean, the bass is also quite faint, isn't it?
This beat got me feeling like
it's such interesting composition. I'm sorry that I'm just going on about it, it's just quite intriguing to me. That's really bringing their vocals to the front and center of the song. And their vocals definitely aren't letting the song down. They're performing very, very well. Oh, I just got a little bit disappointed that that was the end just now. All right, so final thoughts. I think I preferred Whistle to Boom Ba-Ya, but Boom Ba-Ya would be my close second. Overall, those two songs were just kind of more my thing. Whistle in particular. A lot of the music that I listen to is actually quite simple, I guess. And you know me, I'm such a grandpa, and I think part of the reason that I avoid like electronic music or a lot of, I guess, pop music these days is that I honestly feel a bit overwhelmed by it sometimes. Like there's so much going on, there's so many sounds, sounds. So when I hear a song like Whistle that feels like very full, very well-rounded, but doesn't feel like in my face and like it's attacking me, that always earns bonus points in my book. So with all that said, those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think. Do you feel the same way as me? Is that one of the reasons you like Blackpink? Because it's fun music with a lot of power that doesn't feel like it's attacking you? Or do you have other reasons you like Blackpink? Or do you have a controversial opinion and do you not like them at all? I'm always keen to hear your thoughts, so leave them down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to click that like button, and as always, have an awesome time until I see you next. See ya.